Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. So the New Year Rising 2024 summons are here. Once in a year, end of the year, kind of super premium uber duper summon where even the most modern LFs from the latest celebration are featured as a nice little hurrah to the end of the year. I went ahead and emptied out the shop because I can actually use every single LF available here. Yeah, we definitely didn't summon as hard this year. Something I plan on carrying forward into the next year with as a New Year resolution. I think my goal is just going to be one single copy, bar none. Don't care anymore. LFZ power is the only way. One thing I used to do is anytime I would farm CC around, I would throw it into the respective new LF's banner to pull more copies, but I think from now on, I'm just going to save it so it can go into the next banner so I can save more money. I think it's just the smartest way going forward. The only exception to this would probably be for collaborations with other content creators that want to do summons as well. Otherwise, one singular copy. We got plenty of LFZ power. That's going to be the goal going into next year. And speaking of goals for next year, you know, happy New Year's Eve to everybody here, and potentially happy New Year's as well. Be sure to outline some goals going into 2024 so you have a structured plan on what you want to achieve and work diligently to them. Make them realistic, divide them up into small chunks so that you can work towards something perhaps every month, and then by the end of the year you'll look back at this and you'll think, yeah, we came a long way. No matter what, do your best, and even if you stumble along the way, it's okay. You got all of 2024 to do your best. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start these summons. Starting off with this bad boy here. Get our hands on... Ooh, I lowered the volume by accident. Whoops, let me just raise this. I would like to get copies of Goku and Bardock. I'm actually very shocked to see Goku and Bardock back here. Now, I know these banners always have all the new characters, but Goku and Bardock felt like they would be an exception to that rule simply because their banner is such supreme levels of garbage that maybe they were like, maybe Game Original should just be cast to the side and people don't get it. You know what I mean? Because holy crap, was that banner bad. Yes! 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 I'm so glad. Yes! You guys got no idea. I had these idiots at 2 stars. I LFZ powered them to 9 stars. No joke. The pity LFZ power. I had 1,000 LFZ power stashed. We had the limit break banner. All these events kept giving 100 Z power here and there. Raids gave 600 after 4 honor medals. I went off for these guys. So me seeing them come back made me a little bit salty. I will admit I got a little tiny bit salty because if I knew they're gonna come back this early, this quickly, I would have held off using some of it. Alright, I'm super happy we got LF Goku and Bardock. Thank you. Ah, it's the homie. Every time I hear him say that phrase, I'm always just taking back memory lane. Okay, it's a fond memory, but I don't need to see it again. I love you, but gotta move on. I think I used copies of him. I can't use copies of you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, not bottom of the barrel stuff, please. Zenkai, this man. My prediction, I think next year, either Legends Festival or Anniversary is gonna include Superhero. I'm thinking they're gonna do Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and next year is going to be the year of GT. In the exact same way they did for Universe Rep, where they started the first quarter with, you know, an LF, an Ultra, 1% unit here, you know, gradual sprinklings. They're going to do the exact same thing for GT. So my assumption is going to be Q1, we're going to see 3 1% units, 1 or 2 LF units, an Ultra, and a Zenkai. Anniversary, we see Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because the 3rd year we got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now going into the 6th year, we're going to see Gogeta. So that's what I think is going to happen. And then maybe they do Superhero versus GT. And then at the end, Legends Festival, we will see more GT. I think it's going to be the year of the GT. Yes, dude. That's such a big win. I'll take that. I'll take that too. Honestly, one of the most disrespected LFs of this year. Really good unit. All of a sudden, kaput. Big win. I'll take that. So we will go ahead and take a hoinky doinky of that. This is great because I want to showcase that guy at 14 stars. The Trunks. Because Trunks, despite not having card draw speed, that little card into card thing can be quite useful. Alright, I would love to get a couple copies of Beast 2. I only have them at 7, I think. And as you guys saw in the collab I did with Nano and Diddy, the jump from 7 stars to 11 to 14 makes a big difference. My blue cards certainly weren't one-shotting anybody. It's not just how much damage you do, it's how much damage you take as well. That's a win. I'll take the Gammas. Hello, Gamma 1 and 2. Love to see you guys. Dude, there we go. 14-star showcase of Trunks. Let's go, baby. Cell. Yes, I will take that too. We only have Cell at 7 stars. Evo Ken. Let's go. Alright, Zenkai this man. We already know they're holding on to the Zenkais or something. Don't need you. He needs a Plata clip badly. He's bad. You need a Zenkai. Whenever Boo Saga comes back, you will definitely be seeing one. You got a Zenkai and a Plat, and you're decent at best. Very bad 2023 for him. You're finished. And you're pretty good. Alright. Alright, so final multi, not bad. Not bad. Honestly, that's a nice little oinky doinky. I'll take that. Yeah, there we go. 14-star showcase inbound for that bad boy. Let's do this. It's great. We got some content. Now here is the ticket variant of this, and there's also a CC variant. So we will be summoning on those two, don't you worry. My goal is to get more copies of Beast, more copies of Goku Bardock, and more copies of Pikkon. I know for a lot of people, they skipped out on Pikkon's banners simply because the Legends Festival was around the corner. So honestly, you guys won. The character's back. I hope you guys pull him here. Alright, so let's see, baby. Let's get ourselves a couple of copies of Pikkon. Who knows? Oh, shiny! Yeah, shiny! You already know it's all gonna be shiny, so it doesn't matter. I also hope in the 6th year they're going to do some new summon animations. They did a new little... It's not a newsletter, but they said in there that they're planning on unveiling some major changes for February. I think 6 years into the game, we're going to see a multitude of different things. But the biggest one is going to be new modes. I think they're going to show us new PvE or PvP modes. I think that's what they're going to do. I think at this point... Wait a minute. I thought this was an LF only banner. Who the hell... Why was First Form Cell here? Oh, okay. I thought for a second, is that a glitch? First Farm Cell? What is this guy doing here? Either way, I think that maybe... Oh, this banner actually has all the 1% sparkings. So what you really want out of this is the Ginyu Force, Yellow Golden Frieza, Yellow Roshi, characters like that. But I was going to say, I think they're going to introduce some new fighting modes, because I think it's about time Legends let you... I think it's about time Legends let you play this game with your friends. I'll take that. I don't think I have them at 14. Oh, I do. I think it's about time to let you play with your friends. How cool is the idea of, yeah, you and your friends play PvP together? How does it work? You and 2 other guys queue up. It's kind of like fighters. You and 2 other guys queue up. It's like, you know, best of 3. Each person only gets 1 character from your team, because you only go into battle with 3 battle members anyways, right? So each person chooses a character. Oh, you know, if I'm playing with Goresh, he chooses, I don't know, let's say he goes with full power Frieza. I go with, you know, Dragon Fist, and then maybe we play with D3 and D3 goes in with Krillin. So it's like me with Dragon Fist, I gotta win my fight against whatever my opponent is. You can't swap out, it's just 1v1s. Or you can swap out, and then you just gotta rapidly do it. You gotta, you know, coordinate with your buddy and be like, hey, I'm swapping out, go, 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 just like how Fighters is. But just do like that, like a best of 3 of that bout. That would be fun, I think. I think that would be cool. Legends to do that, although... Okay, I'll take that. Although connections may vary, so it might be difficult to do that, but I think that'd be cool. I think new PvE modes that are actually fun would be a good idea too, but PvP more importantly, you know, a pick ban system, or you choose 3 characters on the opponent's team, they choose 3 characters on yours, so you can't just like spoon feed yourself. Just okay, that's a big win, I could use that. Just so you can't spoon feed yourself a bunch of like Zenkai buffers for one character, you're gonna have to make a diverse color wheel team, or I don't know, or maybe just, I don't know, maybe the game just chooses 6 random characters in your box, or just something, you know what I mean? Just something different, so PvP doesn't have to be felt like it's so serious. You got Treasure Paddle, you got Casual, and then you got whatever. Maybe another mode where everyone's on the same footing, because I play a couple other gachas, and that exists as a mode. I just think new ways to enjoy the game would be a good idea. Okay. Yeah, we think an LF version of him for sure, 2024. All right, Tapion. This guy getting a Zenkai would be very interesting. She has one already. He has one already. He could potentially see an LF this year. Oh, I'll take that. I got a Zenkai ready. This guy got a free-to-play character. Honestly, I'm probably gonna do... Yes! I will probably do... I don't know, should I do that showcase today or have it up tomorrow? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below. It's just the grind for this guy is so long, and it's New Year's Eve, man. I don't want to be grinding raids on New Year's Eve. Got him at 2 stars, but you gotta do 20 runs of every raid, and honestly all these raids are looking like they're not gonna last. Ah crap, so maybe I should do it. Ah, that sucks. I kind of wanted to talk about some other things too. I think this would be a great place to just talk about, you know, 2024 and goals and and things I want to do going forward. I kind of have it written on a piece of paper beside me. Obviously I have some financial goals that I'm going to keep personal to myself, but in terms of like content creation goals, I kind of just wrote it out here, but I was hoping that, you know, for 2024, if possible, and Legends can still maintain the crazy momentum that it's had, I'm hoping I can hit 400,000 subscribers on this channel. It's a big win. You know, our original goal by the end of this year was actually 250K, but we smashed through that by 54,000 subscribers. Isn't that crazy? 54,000 subscribers, a gigantic leap in terms of... Dude, this is amazing. I will take that. A gigantic leap in terms of what our goal was originally set to. So I think 400,000 can be doable so long as I maintain, you know, some good content for you guys and stay up to par with everything. I was thinking I would do more discussion pieces, potentially spend... Well, I already talked about spending less on CC. The goal is always to, you know, try to save as much money as you can. You know, maintain the day 1 showcases for when a new character drops. Maybe I would do a little bit more shorts, but I do have to be careful about those. You know, for my other content creators, you don't want your entire subscriber pool to be people from shorts, otherwise they're not really there for your long form content. And then, you know, maybe I do God rank videos too. I deliberately don't do these God rank grinds because one, I'm busy with actual work, and two, I don't want to set this expectation to myself to have to grind that. Do you know what I mean? Nothing is more agonizing than you on the last day of PvP being ranked. Yes! There's nothing more agonizing than you being ranked 984 and there's 2 hours left in PvP and you gotta fight the laggiest, most troublesome, mundane teams in the entire world in order to maintain your rank. Just that thought of having to do all that is not fun to me, and I didn't want to make that a thing. So maybe I could do it where maybe I could do something like I achieve God rank but just don't maintain it by the end of the year. That could be a thing, but I just don't like the idea of having to do all that. I just don't care. It's not that big a deal. After the first 3 God ranks, the rest of them became far easier. So that's why I've always pretty much kept it as 3. Just because I got the first 3 that the game ever did. They were the most challenging, so that's all you need as like a badge. But I accidentally got a 4th one because that many people got banned. But anyways, 400k there. I'm hoping for 50,000 subscribers on the second channel. My challenge with the second channel is just finding the time to stream, so that becomes content for the second channel. I love playing games over there. The problem is always time. If you try to break down a typical day-to-day, after you work 8 hours and you cover Legends, there's such few hours to do anything else. Very, very few. So I'm thinking I'll have to be even better with my time next year. Kind of just slice it up hour by hour, so I stay on top of things. But I really want that second channel to thrive. I don't want to just be hinged over to, you know, Legends, because all these gacha games have a limited lifespan. Even though Dokkan feels like it'll go on until the end of time, there comes a time where it just, all good things must come to an end, right? Who knows? Who knows when it's going to be Legends time? It doesn't look like it's anytime soon, but even if it's, you know, even if it's got another 4 years, what's 4 years to an entire life, right? You got to think about so far ahead into your life. And if I really do content full time, 4 years of income off of YouTube with who knows what kind of algorithm changes it'll do is not enough. So I was hoping that the second channel would do much better, just so I could feel a little bit more confident in taking that leap. But obviously it's being let down by myself by not committing enough time to it. So 50,000 subs. My hope is that I can maintain uploading 3 times a week. YouTube would prefer if you upload every single day, but YouTube as an entity doesn't understand that people got things to do, so that doesn't work. I made a TikTok, so 20,000 followers there would be very interesting. Sorry, 25,000. We seem to be doing pretty good over on TikTok. 20,000 followers on Twitch. My hope is that I can stream once or twice a week, so that could become second channel content. And then 125,000 followers over on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, just because I don't think anyone's going to acknowledge that the thing is called X. So that's fine and dandy for content creation stuff. Now, I'm also big into fitness, so I did want to talk about that too. And I'm only really talking about it just because, I don't know, maybe it'll inspire you guys to, you know, derive your own goals that you want for yourself, because who else is going to do it but you, right? Honestly, work your heart out. Do it. Like, no matter where your starting point is, the only thing that matters is that you started the race. Nothing changes until you change. Nothing changes until you vow to make a change. So it doesn't matter how bad you feel about yourself, how bad of a position you are in whatever aspect you want to improve. All that matters is that you start. So, in terms of fitness goals, my hope is that I can go and be the leanest I've ever been in my entire life on my birthday, April 5th. So that leaves me about 16 weeks of cutting. Mainly because I would like to spend April until the end of the year in a lean bulking phase. So all of my fitness guys know what that means. That means you go on a surplus of calories, providing your body sufficient macro and micronutrients so it can utilize that and develop new muscle tissue. When the pandemic happened, basically everyone's fitness goals got, thrown in a blender, I guess. Like the strongest, biggest I've ever been was just before the pandemic happened. I was chasing after a 3-plate bench, and unfortunately for me, it didn't happen. Here in Canada, gyms kept opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing, and it really messed everybody up. And for my powerlifters, you know how it is. You work your way up to a 1-rep max, and then you have to refresh your CNS. You gotta recover again. Basically, there are cycles for when you peak, and then you taper off. Peak, taper off. Peak, taper off. I kept trying to hit each one of my powerlifting peaks to when the gyms were open, but it just wasn't feasible. It was always just, the gym is open for 4 weeks. Oh, we're closed again. There's a lot more sick people. And then, it's open again. Okay, I'm going to work my way back up. It's closed 3 weeks later. A bunch of that went on for a year and a half until ultimately, about 9 months into it, they just flat out closed gyms. And then gyms didn't open again. And if you're a powerlifter, I mean, what the hell am I supposed to do? There's nothing I can lift. At the time, my best deadlift was 515 or 525. My best squat was 405. My best bench was 305. I'm a tall guy with long arms, so bench is obviously a struggle. But I was chasing a 3-plate bench. I got my heaviest I've ever been to, and I couldn't hit it. And the pandemic happened, so I couldn't finalize that goal, which sucked big time. And then I tried to make up for it by, just doing calisthenics. But in my neighborhood, for whatever reason, they closed down parks too. And I was just doing pull-ups and dips on them still. And I live beside a bunch of old people, and the old people flat out told me they'd call the police because I'm using the gym. The little monkey bars and stuff when I'm not supposed to. I know it sounds so stupid, but that's just what I deal with. So I couldn't do that. I tried working with like rice bags and stuff like that, but obviously that doesn't go far when you're lifting far heavier. So with that, I also maintained my calories. I didn't go on a cut or a bulk just because I never knew when gyms were going to come back up again. And if I went on a cut, I would lose a lot of muscle because I can't lift the same weights to maintain it. And I sure as hell wasn't going on a bulk because I wasn't going to be lifting heavy enough to stimulate more muscle. So I just maintained myself, and of course, a year and a half goes by or like whatever, and nothing really happens at the gym. So when the gyms finally opened up again and I was like, all right, I'm ready to finally hit the 3-plate bench, even though I lost a lot of strength, I herniated disc. Yeah, it's like life just kept throwing curveballs at me, not giving me a chance to actually get the ball rolling. And 2 years later, I am now finally pain-free. It took 2 damn years to finally be pain-free. So that is what a bunch of fitness has looked from 2021 until now. It's been pretty damn awful. So my hope going into this year is, now that my back is basically pain-free, that the gyms are basically gonna stay open, is to cut, to get rid of all the fluff that I've maintained because I have been trying to maintain my physique. I went on mini cuts here and there because obviously I don't want to be too fluffy, but now I'm just gonna flat out cut it out. I'm going to, by my birthday, so 16 weeks, and then once that is done, once April 5th is done and I'm lean and I'm ready, I am going to go on a small surplus from April until the end of the year so that I can rebuild my body. I did do squats. I didn't do deadlifts because I didn't feel comfortable with them with my back, but my best squat was just 225, and it was light. Don't get me wrong, it was light, but it felt heavy and awkward on my back. So I have to rebuild my squat very slowly just to make sure that my my spine is going to be okay. So going into this year, I'm still gonna gun for a 3-plate squat, a 3-plate bench, and I don't really know about deadlifting just because I don't feel 100% confident in that lift, but I guess we'll just throw 2 plate in there if I ever decide to go for it. So that's my fitness goals. 16-week cut, wrap that up. Then we're going to go on a slight surplus up until the end of the year. And fingers crossed, we finally hit the 3-plate bench that I've been chasing for way too damn long. And then another thing, I got to work on flexibility. I got to make sure that my spine, hips, hamstrings are very mobile. So that's going to be important as well. I think... Oh, wait. I went on a ramble for so long that I just realized we're done with everything. Oh. Okay, well, I'm just going to wrap it up there. Just take care of myself. Take care of my mental health, physical health. I'm probably going to outline things a little bit better over on Twitter. So be sure to follow me there. And yeah, hopefully you guys found some inspiration for what you want to do in terms of your fitness goals. I'd love to hear about them in the comment section below. Fitness, educational, career, what you want to do with your life, you know, love interest, just something. Something to have your 2024 have a goal so that by the end of the year you're working towards something, because it's always good to have. And I guess lastly, I still don't know what I want to do in terms of like career, I guess. It takes a lot out of me to do the whole YouTube thing alongside working full time. And I know others can manage it better. Maybe their jobs just make it a little bit easier, but for me, I'm always mentally deprived from work just because it takes so much energy out of me. So I'm wondering, is it finally time to make that switch? Do I do the gamble and I go on YouTube full time with everything that I talked about in terms of maintaining good financial spending on here, streaming, second channel, this channel, Legends and its lifespan? Do you think it's finally time for good old Rai to be a full-time YouTuber? I don't know. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Yeah, just because your voice matters a lot too. After all, you guys are why I'm able to do the things that I do, and I'll forever be grateful. So let me know in the comment section below what you think. But until next time, guys, Happy New Year. Peace.